Bills since 1973. We are at Bill Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Marlon Mack. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. Rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
Now Allen again. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Moss. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to...
Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First down gets him a couple up to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Out of CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Finding room at the 30. And they will finally get him down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Off-play action. Duncan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a nice play defensively on first down, as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. This to the outside for Mack. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Duncan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw on 2nd down, Duncan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we do?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second down and goal. Allen. Here's a diving catch right side. Well, it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there?
And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Pats are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duncan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 3rd down, Duncan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Going deep for Diggs. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. right, Coach. Thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Throwing on first down, Duncan. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Duncan. And he will find his man Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after here coming up. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Bills 28, Patriots 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 77 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guy.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From midfield, here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Allen to throw it. And Diggs has it. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jawan Bentley drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Duncan. This will be caught at Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Patriots 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the delay, here's Harris. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, Duncan. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 11. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
Working with a 2nd and 4. And Allen is actually going to throw it here, eluding the pressure right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.